Welcome in. Hello, hello. You are joining today's live stream for Growing Your Yoga Business Q&A here live in the Be a Yoga Coach group. Hello there. My name is Yoga Coach Sarah, and I want to know if you've ever wondered why some people have success in their yoga business and while others struggle. Well, I'm here to tell you the truth, and there's so many myths and misconceptions about what works and what doesn't. It's really hard to tell and what to keep up with. So, I'm going to try and break it down to in this video, in this live stream today, and even share some secrets and break down all the industry's biggest lies and show you what really works when it comes to growing your business online. All right, so my name is Sarah Leonardo, and I want to break down some of the myths and misconceptions about growing your yoga business online. I've been in the game for years. My online business career started in the height of the pandemic, or really, I started before the pandemic hit. And I've been helping countless yoga businesses and teachers create successful online yoga campaigns with effective results driven tactics. So I want you to grab a pen. I want you to participate here and get started. We're going to walk through some of the steps here to help you do that. Okay, so let me see if we are live in group. Sometimes I never know if I'm in the group or not. There's so many changes, right? Okay, great. I am live. Welcome in. Okay, so hello, how are you? Tell me what you're up to. If you're new to the group, my name is Yoga Coach Sarah Leonardo, and I want to hear from you. If you're new, warm welcome in today's live. If you're watching this on the replay, I want you to introduce yourself, tell us why you're here, and what you want to look to learn. We're here to help you out. There's so much resources within this group alone, and don't waste your time going through all of it. Reach out to me. I'm going to tag you to the specific training that we have in this group for you so that you can get started. Okay, so let me know, and we will do that with you. But you're here for the training. I'm going to give it right to you. We're going to examine some of the myths and misconceptions that people have about starting and running a yoga business. So what I'm hearing a lot from the community is that most beginners tend to really focus on website building. They tend to focus on like what we call I guess optics. Maybe you've heard of the word optics. What your business will look like online and whatnot. And that's great. But when I start to ask about, well, what's your plan and how to turn those into sales? And then, of course, people either shy away from it or they just have no idea. They just kind of hope and see that whatever the website building, the marketing and the whatnot will somehow eventually turn into sales. And that's the wrong way to go about it. Please don't do that. You need to have a plan. You need to have income goals. You need to have better ways to track and put in the outputs that will give you the results that you need. Okay, and we don't want you to build your business out of like hopes only. We're here to provide you the correct strategies, provide real ways into making sure that you convert your audience to actual sales that will sustain your business over time. Okay, maybe you've got lucky with a couple of sales here and there, and you just kind of have no idea how that happened. Maybe you got lucky. We're not here to help make you lucky. We're here to help you build a system that will constantly have people coming into your world. We want to help build a healthy ecosystem for your business. Okay, so let's get right to it. So that's kind of some of the ways people think about it wrong is that people focus on, kind of the wrong things. So let's let's explore how doing this can create additional income streams in in your business. Maybe you can just start off as a side thing. Okay. So maybe some people like will come in and will think like, okay, i'm I'm going to start as a side thing. And then they don't focus on putting in the work and learning the actual ways to create a healthy business online. And the focus gets diverted into something else. Well, I tried, and it's probably not for me. Okay. That's what most people tend to do. Um, people shy away from investing in their business because I want you to think that when you put in investment, when you put in the right investment in your business, that will investment will have a handsome return. Meaning, if you put in money, you get money out of it. Okay, that's when I want to help you begin thinking about how to do this effectively. Okay, but a lot of people get stuck in not spending money in their business. They feel like they need to find a bunch of free things, and hopefully that turns out, again, hoping is the wrong thing to do. Hoping that it turns into dollars, where we actually have proven sales systems and strategies that will consistently help you. And if you do them, give you new leads every day and customers continuously flowing into your business. Okay. So, and a lot of beginners, some of the misconceptions is having a website or hiring a website designer. Please don't do that. Please don't hire a website designer. And because the better way to think about it is you need to have an effective strategy in making sure that your website will convert viewers into the next pipeline into your sales system. Okay, you need to have a sales system. Having a website is not a sales system. Let me just say that. So you're probably asking like, well, Sarah, what's the sales system? And if you haven't heard of, um, you know, maybe you've heard of funnels. It's similar to funnels, okay? And it's essentially learning how to drive your viewers into a pipeline where they're getting closer and closer to a sales conversation with you, or getting closer to your checkout page, and then they will check out your or purchase and check out your services and your items, your products for sale. Okay. And a website alone does not do that. And if you're curious to know how to do that, we have further trainings in this group. So you can comment funnels or sales systems, and I'll direct you to the appropriate training. Okay. And then another misconception is that you need to first focus on building your social media presence before starting your business, or that you need to get that up and running. Okay. So that's the misconception. And what tends to happen is people get distracted and they don't know the right strategy to hone in which ideal clients need to be in your business. So, what do you need to do instead? I alluded to the ideal client situation. You need to be able to create an ideal client avatar, which means you need to be able to make sure you have a niche and are talking to only one person in your messaging. Your messaging includes the words that you put on your website or landing pages, your social media presence, and that those words are attracting the right people that can afford your services, that are right fit for your business. Okay. And people often get distracted, or they have no, or they're talking to the wrong people. Okay, or maybe they're trying to please everyone, they're trying to please everyone with their copy, trying, you know, to be all inclusive. But when you're all inclusive online, your messaging tends to get drowned out. Therefore, you cannot spread your message. You cannot help people don't um, if you don't attract and talk to the right people that are fit for your business. Okay, so for example, if you want to work with people that had um, you know um, an addiction or anxiety, because you've had that in the past and you've used yoga and some of your wellness practices to help overcome and cope with your situation, then we're talking, yes, that's a niche. Okay, you don't want to begin offering your services to everybody at first. That's another misconception. Okay, but if you're kind of been around the block, you probably know that already. And maybe you want to hone in on your copywriting skills. Your copywriting skills are really your messaging to drive people into your to a sales conversation with you or your checkout page. I want to talk to you too. Okay, I want to know. I'm happy to even do like an audit of your work, your website, your landing page, and let's talk. Um, So there's another thing too that not many people talk about is how to create relationships instead of. So let me back up. Let me back up. The myth and the misconception about sales is that you need to push really hard for your product, right? And what you need to be doing instead is to approach and have the mindset of building relationships with your potential customers and clients. And so that means you need to be talking to them. If they're not answering, they're not engaging with you, they're not talking to you in your private messages, they're avoiding, they're scared of like reaching out to you. Um, One way you could fix that is you can create posts that will, you know, talk to the fears about being in your private messages. I know online there's a lot of fear created about being scammed in the private messages. So creating a post to make your audience feel safe to go in there, like, you know, this is a safe this is a safe process, and you're going to be treated as such. You're going to be treated with respect. Okay, and getting back to the building relationships, when you're talking to people online in the comment section or your private messages, you're there to kind of get to know what their problems are, and if your product and your services match their problems. The that's what building relationships are. Okay, and to just really have that authentic relationship off the bat. And that's how you can that's how you can also like sense that person's energy in the in the conversations. Is like, are they coming to you um with problems, or are they coming more as like they're shopping around? Maybe there's a lot of experienced shoppers out there. And some people will just go right to, well, what's the price? Wait, hold on. I don't even know if I can help you yet, right? And you want to be able to um, notice and engage with, okay, like, well, you have to be able to talk to them in a way that's, hey, I'd like to, you know how to, if I can work with you first, like, I'm not going to begin that sales conversation yet because I don't know if we're a fit yet, right? So that's what you do when you begin to build relationships in those private conversations. Okay, it's like, is this person going to be way too much for you? Are they going to be very demanding and, something that you don't want to work with? And happy to let them go. Like, that is not an energetic fit. You want to be able to get a feel for your audience. Like, this is who I'm looking for. This is exactly who I'm looking for, and this is what I'm going to provide for you. And I hold firm and um, to the services that I will provide. Right. So, and I want to help you create that in your content and how you present yourself energetically online. Okay, so I need to go back into the comment section to see if there are any live questions that we have. If you have any questions in the comments, just drop, um, you know, say hello, tell me where you're watching this live from. If you're watching this on the replay, I'd love to know. Okay. So, and then one last thing I'm going to talk about is creating um, visibility for your business. And this one is like I tend to shy away from, but I'm like getting really comfortable with creating visibility for my business. Right, first, like the mindset that I had is I'm going to start creating visibility once like I'm really successful and whatnot. And the opposite needs to happen is that you create that visibility, and not like after you feel like you've had your sales or your success. Is like you need to create visibility, is that people will start to know you, people will talk about you, and then it's almost like you want to create that visibility because of you want people to know more of your services. And the mindset around that is that you already are capable of helping the potential customers because you've created this program for them. And that's the mindset around getting ahead of where you actually are, because the mindset that we're going to help you build is that you're already there. You're really just creating a pathway to your potential customers. But if you don't like create that visibility, how will people find you? Okay, so we need to be able to help you create that pathway, so that people will find you, and that you continue to provide your services, that you're open, and that you don't begin to shut down because you're looking for external factors to validate the internal. But we do all that in our mindset subscription program, if you're interested in that type of work. Okay. But the idea of that is create visibility in your business before you feel like you're quote unquote successful. Okay. So that includes networking, beginning partnering with possibly other yoga teachers so that you can talk about your business. To begin to show your enthusiasm and energy and passion that you have around your business, then people will feel that. People will be like, you know, I'm just like so excited to kind of even hear what this is about, right? You have to have that energy to turn on people's curiosity. Okay. And then see if you same thing with collaborations. If you know people that are already starting their podcast um, or other businesses or whatnot, you just begin to show up. Okay, maybe, and then that's maybe another part of visibility is just showing up, right, to your business. Is that no matter what the analytics look like, no matter what um, it's in front of you that day, you continue show up for your business. Okay. So that is all I have for our training today. And I want to know kind of where you're at in your business. Are you in the growing stage? Have you had a couple clients this year, and you want to know what it is to create a high premium, a high priced premium yoga program. Maybe you already have a lot of classes you've recorded and you think that you can create an amazing program with that. We want to talk to you. And then we want to help you comfortably increase your prices and offer it to people that will benefit from it. Okay. And we'll, if you're interested in that type of work, I have a, and even if you're not ready to talk with us yet or whatnot, I want to point you to the appropriate training within this group. We do have a high ticket training group or a signature. High ticket is the industry term for a yoga program priced at $1,000 and up. And if you're not comfortable at that level yet, we do offer a training around, how to command that type of price point. Okay. And I'm happy to tag you in that. And I am excited to welcome you into the group. I also want to I also wanted to celebrate too in this group. There's a lot of celebrations here. New businesses are being created and new partnerships are being created. We recently partnered with Online Yoga School, which is my alma mater, and there's my alarm telling me to do things. And there, we have partnered with with their school, and if you're interested in looking through working with me through that program, let me know too in the comments. I'll send you the link. But yes, that's kind of the most exciting happenings lately. And within this group, I want to help you focusing on your growth and 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 scaling your yoga business. This is kind of, this is what this group is about. Is if you've already are pretty established and want to do something different or want to create and command a high priced program in your yoga business, we want to learn from you. We can help you do that. And, oh, I keep forgetting to do this. But if you're asking, well, who are you and why do you know all these things? Um, so like I said in the beginning, I started my online yoga business. I've hired mentors in the wellness health industry online space to teach me all the steps, the analytics, the how to build funnels, sales conversations, and I've hired um, uh, the the really big um, mentors, what are big mentors, big influenced mentors to help me do this, to even to help in the yoga teacher community space. So my passion is yoga and helping spread yoga programs all over the world. And that's why I'm in this space. But I've hired people that are outside of my expertise. And my background is originally from I was um, a mental health professional, and that's kind of how I'm translating, and growing my skills in this career path. So I've hired people in that will help me grow my marketing skills, my sales processes, and they are, I have partnered myself with a lot of the big successful people in the industry. So that's how I know to do all of this and to help you in this community. And so excited to welcome you in. Let's see if we have time I usually do a tarot reading to give us some guidance. And because I really do I believe in synchronicities. I believe you know, in calling in what's really meant for you. And if any of this is resonating for you, you're probably in the right place. We're probably in the right place. So let me see what we have here. I'm using the Tarot Radiant Wider deck. Rider Waite Tarot. Radiant Rider Waite Tarot. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do. And my love for tarot reading really came about from, like, in the pandemic. Well, like some of you, like a lot of you here, I saw them through a lot of TikToks and whatnot, and I developed my practice around that time, around the pandemic. And what does the audience? What does the audience need to hear? So this came up, and this really, is speaking to me. Is the Six of Pentacles, and the energy of Six Pentacles is Pentacles. If you're looking at it, is the vibe of, you know donating, knowing that energy is will be returned back to you. Pentacles is the energy of physical wealth, physical materialism, and it may not just be about money, but a sense of maybe security um, in where you are in your life. And this is kind of, and he's holding to the scale of justice. Is like that it's the balance, right? When you give, you in return, you're not in scarcity mode. You will get that energetic exchange back. And either maybe it's like giving your time, focusing on giving or tithing, if you're from the church or had a church past, the concept of giving and also receiving that for yourself, that we don't operate from a scarcity mode, a scarcity mindset. um, but that's what I'm getting from the Six of Pentacles, that maybe you're pretty well accomplished, and you want to, um, you may benefit from kind of giving your talent, resources, money to someone else, and knowing that you'll get that back. Okay? So that is the reading for today. It is my pleasure to be with you today, and I hope to speak with you soon. Take care.